Remember how I mentioned in the beginning that we need the boots on the ground, where there is one person that has for over 21 years created those boots on the ground in Romania that help respond to and heal when crisis strikes. She's our guru and our primary resource for mentorship programs and how they can have an impact across the pond, across the Atlantic, with motivated, successful mentors here in the United States, becoming true connections for marginalized youth in Romania, and transforming their lives through their experience, with their experience and their kind advice. I would like to introduce Stefania Magidson. She was born in Romania to a family of her parents, I think, were part of that first wave of migration that I mentioned in the 20s, that returned to Romania and brought in their wealth, their accumulated hard work, and she's part of that legacy. She immigrated with her parents in 1983. And after receiving degrees in health education and applied psychology, she founded the Blue Heron Foundation in 2002, an organization that we featured year after year because it is one of the largest nonprofit organizations of the Romanian diaspora. It is dedicated to improving the quality of life of Romanian Moldovan orphaned youth by providing them merit-based college scholarships and a mentorship program. So today the organization has raised over 2 million, almost 3 million. I think you should have to update those numbers, and awarded over 400 college scholarships, and has touched the lives of almost 3,000 young people in Romania. Those are the boots that we as a diaspora need on the ground when the worst happens. So thank you, Stefania, for joining us.
Hello, everyone. Hello from 74 degrees Los Angeles. Theo, it's such an honor. Thank you for this very flattering introduction, and hello to everyone. It's nice to see your mother as well, Dr. Violeta Stan, who was an advisor early in the beginning when I had a lot of will and passion, but not a lot of knowledge, and I was always looking for information to be able to start this program. I've been here for 40 years. My parents immigrated during the communist regime. Things were hard. We started from zero. About 21 years ago, when I felt that I had a financial and a social platform to give back, I did not hesitate. Like Theo has mentioned, we have been active for 21 years. So allow me to share with you our most recent newsletter. I will just explain a little bit of what has happened during the past year. Let me see if I can do a full screen. I don't know if I remember how to do a full screen, but I'm just gonna maybe just enlarge this particular. There, I hope it's, oops. Uh-oh. Okay, just give me 1 second. All right. During the past year, we actually had a facelift, if I may use that expression, since I'm in Los Angeles. We have a new logo. We expanded our mission, not only to serve vulnerable youth who need higher education, but we have also been lucky to be able to spearhead several medical programs. And so we added that to our mission, as well as community building programs. I like this quote from Oscar Wilde, who says, "The smallest act of kindness is worth more than the smallest intention." Again, intentions are great, but actually picking up the phone or making that first move to get involved and to do something, whether as a mentor or as a donor, is really important. In the end, you have to take action. This is a photo of our students this summer We do an annual summer camp, usually outside Râșnov, and these are young men and women from around Romania. We pull from about 25 regions of Romania's 40, and also from 13 of Moldova's 32 regions. And we all get together and spend a magical and uplifting and very empowering week. And it's always beautiful to watch the faces of the students, because many times they grew kind of isolated from the mainstream students, and they felt alone, or that they have the only story of trauma and of being an outcast. And they meet students, Blue Heron students from around the country with a similar past, but who are in medical school and becoming attorneys and engineers and social workers. And they're kind of taken aback that other young men and women have crossed our paths, and together we've kind of helped lift them up and dream their big dreams and take flight, so to speak. I go to Romania every summer. I took a break during the pandemic, those 2 summers, but I started again as of last year. So I started this year again. I started in Bucharest. We meet with all our mentors there, students, alumni, everybody's invited. From Bucharest, I travel with a team to Iași, where we probably have the largest presence. And then we go to Suceava. And Suceava, to this day, Suceava and Botoșani are the areas where I feel they need so much help. The opportunities for internships, for jobs, everything, for mentors are so much lower. And I have a soft spot. The deeper I go into that part of Romania, the more my heart softens, and I'm just, along with the team, always digging for diamonds in the rough. Besides meeting with current students and alumni and mentors, we also interview students who apply that year. So we really like to do that in person as much as possible, but some of them can only do it online. But that's kind of the scope of the trip. And then, of course, we go to Moldova, the Republic of Moldova, for several days. We have, so the Blue Heron Foundation was started in Los Angeles 21 years ago, but we also have an entity in Romania. We expanded about 15 years ago, and we also have a presence, an official entity in Moldova, as I think it's been 9 years. I will quickly sort of digress or tell you about how in February of last year, because of the Ukrainian crisis with the tens of thousands of refugees pouring over the border, because we had all the infrastructure in place in Moldova and in Romania, we pivoted, we expanded our programs, and we put together 12 separate humanitarian aid programs to help people who have been displaced and were fleeing overnight, homes or homes that didn't exist anymore. And we were there at the border with hot sandwiches, with medical, God, I forgot what they were called. They were these kind of constructions that we put together, where people were receiving medical care upon arrival. Dr. Horia Vulpe, who is featured here, is a Romanian, Canadian, and also works in the US. He's a radiation oncologist, and he wanted to do something and contacted us. He was a mentor at the time, mentoring one of our medical students. And so together, he spearheaded a cancer care program for Ukrainian refugees. To date, this program, which lasted about a year and a half, it just ended last month, We raised over $500,000. We assessed over 220 patients and supported with treatment 162 patients. It was a very comprehensive, very complex program. You can see here the breakdown of the patients. A lot of women with breast cancer, almost 26%. We had quite a few mothers under 40. So we felt like we were not only saving individuals, but families, really, because I know what it is like to lose a parent and then the family to kind of spiral into just a very dire situation, and many times the children ending up in orphanages or in foster care. We also had these adorable children in a very impoverished family of 5. 2 of them had leukemia, and the mother was Ukrainian, the father was Transnistrian, but they did not have a chance to officially do the paperwork for their children, so they were not recognized as Ukrainian, so they could not be treated in Romania, could not be treated in Moldova. So it took a lot of acrobatics to get them to in Italy, actually at Bambino Gesù is where they ended up with, thanks to Dr. Irena Tosino, another collaborator of ours from Yale University. But these are just some of our stories, our team there on the ground. Let me just, I know I only have a few more minutes. I just wanted you to see the pictures going back to our college scholarship programs. We have mentors from Romania and mentors from the US and a few from other European countries. They're all Romanian speaking. And this is, as you can see, a very intimate, very focused program where people can give back without necessarily giving money, although some mentors also support the organization with money. But mentors stay with our students for anywhere from 3 to 5 years until they graduate. They are there as friends, as people who encourage them, as people who guide them, who share from their experience. Florentina Marcu, for example, is an integrative nutrition health coach here in Los Angeles, and she has mentored Sandra, who studied in Cluj. She just graduated with a master's in justice, probation, and mediation. Here we have a mentor in Romania, a talent acquisition manager who mentored Alexandra, who studied PR and communication. And of course, we have plenty of male students as well. Razvan studied engineering and was mentored by Dragos, who is a structural engineer here in Los Angeles. Elena's in medical school. Sergio finished with a master's degree in physical therapy and nutrition. They are all students from very impoverished backgrounds, most of them abandoned at birth, some along the way. These are images of some of our very important team members in Romania, and Andreea Muraru, the director of our mentorship program, through just a total coincidence, happens to be the sister of Andrei Muraru, our Romanian ambassador at Washington. And I just wanted to show you, I know a lot of people like numbers. So this year we have a total of almost 100 students. About a third are in Moldova and 2/3 in Romania. Almost at all times, we have about 10% of our students who are of Roma origins, which is kind of a reflection of the actual statistics in Romania. About 10% of the population is of Roma origin. And over time, we've had over 520 students who graduated in our program. Here are mentors from different cities in Romania and the US, members who have generously supported us throughout the years. Let me also mention that the founders cover all expenses, so 100% of the donation goes to our students. It takes about $1,200 a year to support a student with their scholarship fee, the tuition fee, and a monthly stipend. And yeah, here's some more numbers. We actually raised over $3.5 million throughout the years. And again, how can you help? Really, it's by donating, and we make the money go a really long way, or by getting involved as mentors. And I'm here if anybody has any questions or would like to reach me. I'm going to put my email in the chat. And again, congratulations to everyone here for your beautiful and impactful way of doing something for our amazing country. And also thank you again, Ramona and Theo, for organizing this, and congratulations to you.
Thank you. We know that you should be. Thank you for staying so much later. I hope it's not impacting your schedule. It's just I wanted to have this shout out that all of you here today might consider becoming a mentor, and should approach the Blue Heron Foundation and learn more about their mentorship program and how you may have an impact in someone's life in Romania or in Moldova. Thank you so much, Stefania.